Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week edition of the E-volve podcast. My name is Adewumi Oni, the host of the podcast. I trust your week is starting off well. Last week, we spoke on the subject, do not set yourself up as a pawn. And I believe you've taken one or two points from that podcast and you're already applying it in your life. This week, we are going to be looking at a new topic that says, is a transaction. What currency are you spending? Life is a transaction. What currency are you spending? To start with, every day, every single day of our life, we make transactions, we transact. We are exchanging something for something. Consciously, unconsciously, we trade our time for relationship, we trade our time for pleasures, we take our time for comfort, we trade our time. You trade something every day. And your current state in life is the result of the exchanges you have made up till date. So life is inevitably a transaction, and it's now important for us to know that we have to be conscious in what we're exchanging on daily basis so that we can get the desired outcome we look forward to. There are certain truths or facts that we must accept, whether we like it or not. One is that life doesn't ask whether you will pay or not. Life would only ask you what you will pay with. I'll take that again. Life doesn't ask you whether you will pay or not because it will demand for something. It will demand for something you are exchanging. It would only demand you for what exactly you are exchanging or what you are paying with. Some people spend their lives chasing things that depreciate, assets. There's nothing wrong with acquiring assets or acquiring riches or material things. But at the end of the day, you have to ensure that you balance your life so that you don't spend a big chunk of your life chasing things that would lose value over time. Others invest in currencies that appreciate or compound. Others invest in purpose, in integrity, in deep and valuable relationships. Others invest in faith. Others invest in health. So maybe my first question to you today is, what exactly have you been investing your time on? So as a way of laying a foundation or rounding up this foundation, the key line here is you don't drift into a meaningful life. But life just doesn't happen that, oh, you want a meaningful life to happen and then you drift into it by chance. You work for it, you pay for it. And how you work for it or pay for it is a function of the currencies you are trading. All right. So what are the major currencies of life? The major currencies of life. Number one is your time. This is the only irreversible or irredeemable currency in life. It's the only non-renewable currency. Once you spend it, it's gone. You can't renew it. It's gone and it's gone. So you have to be careful how you spend your time. And where time goes, life also flows. Life flows in the direction of time. Where time is going is where life is going. So each time you are spending time, life is going in that direction. So the question is, what are you spending your life? What are you spending your time on? It is whatever you are investing your time on is where your life is tending towards. So that's the first currency, time. The second currency we are going to look at is energy. What exactly do you do that either drains you or renews you? What you invest your time on that either drains you or renews you. I'm a fan of football, either at national level or at club level. At national level, I try to follow up with the Super Eagles with one match there. And then at club level, every weekend I follow up with my club, Manchester City. But as much as I like these things, I ensure that I don't invest too much of my time in it because at the end of the day, we are emotional human beings. If I invest too much time and we are racking up losses, it tends to affect me. So I try to manage my time so that it doesn't drain me. My point is ensure that you invest yourself in things that will renew you rather than things that will drain you. Some of these things can be relationship, can be associations, it can be things we do that drains you rather than renews you. Things that will renew you include your relationship with got the time you spend, you got your own time you spend in developing yourself, the time you spend in reading, the time you spend in listening to podcasts, the time you spend in working or associating yourself with people of great value. Those things will renew you. So that's point number two. Remember the first point, time. Second one is your energy. How do you spend your energy? Are you spending your energy on things that will drain you, on things that will be? Third currency that we need to focus on, pay attention to is attention itself. And those things that you are looking at and seeking attention, they also tend to take a big chunk of your life. That attention is the most hijacked currency of our age. That's why you find a lot of people on social media either creating content or watching other people's content. We are seeking, we are attention seekers by default, by design. But it is necessary to also check yourself. What kind of attention are you seeking? Will that attention bring positive value to you or negative value to you? There's no point wasting time seeking unless your attention it doesn't add to you or it doesn't add any value to you. So it's another currency you must be careful in spending. What constantly has your attention shapes who you become. What constantly has your attention will eventually shape who you turn out to be. So, what is taking your attention at the moment? Whoever you are today or who you have become today is a function of what has been engaging you until this moment. If you're not satisfied with who you are today, then you also need to start checking what you have been paying attention to. That's the way to go. Then number four, the fourth one in the currency is relationships. Relationships are powerful. They can take you far. They can also bring you down. Social, another word for it is social capital. What you in relationships you invest in will also determine how you turn out in life. Success costs less when you try to do things. I think there's a saying that says that when we do it together, we can move. When I do it alone, I can move fast. Yes, going fast does not naturally translate to going fast. I can go run on my own, run on my own alone, very fast, but I'll get tired at some point. When I'm running in a team and we are sharing, we are changing, I mean, we are sharing the body, it becomes easier. We can go fast. So ensure that you are investing in right relationships that will take you far in life. Don't forget that isolation kills. When you think you can do it all alone, you will dispense your energy very easily and very quickly. Number five is your integrity, maybe your value system. What again do you value? What kind of value system do you have? How do you invest in those values to ensure they shape your life? Values are like the pillars that hold a building. If you want to look at a building, the pillars that hold a building together, that's what you call value. And those are the things that will drive you. Those are the things that will hold you together when everything else fails. Short-term gain, and it's your value such that you concentrate on short-term gains as against long-term value. You must ensure that you check yourself and ask yourself those questions. And then lastly, another currency is your faith. We are all Most people have one faith, one thing they believe in, one religion they believe in or the other. The strength of your faith in what you believe in may be the thing that will call you when everything else fails. So it is important that also you invest time in your faith. Whatever religion you choose, ensure that you are rooted in it because life will throw curveballs at you. There is no doubt about it. When those curveballs come, how you respond is a function of how rooted you are. And your anchor really is your faith. So we have looked at six currencies. We've looked at time, we've looked at energy, we've looked at attention, we've looked at relationships, and we've looked at values, and then we looked at faith. Now, the questions I will ask you right now is what is consuming most of your time lately? You need to answer that question. It will determine whether you are spending your time correctly or you are spending it for what drives your energy the fastest? What drains your energy the fastest? Is another question you need to answer. And then lastly, what do you keep paying that for? What do you keep paying for that no longer serves you? What exactly are you still paying for that is not of no use to you? spending on. You need to answer these three questions as you proceed to this. In rounding up, I would say this is the time to reframe your choice. If you've been making the wrong choices, you can't stop spending. Like I said, life will keep demanding for payments. It is what you pay with that matters, but you can spend intentionally going forward. And also, small daily exchanges they compound over time to turn out to transform you to a better person or a worse person. The goal isn't perfection, don't get it wrong. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness, it's becoming aware of where you are and intentionally move towards becoming a better person. As we close, look at your life and ask, what am I paying too much for? What am I under investing in? Because life will always collect payment, don't forget. The only real power you have is choosing the currency with which you are paying. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week again. Don't forget that we are all working together on this journey and let's keep coming together as we evolve together. Thank you. God bless. Bye.